to Wednesday water codes. Now, I'm going to tell you exactly what's been going on. This past morning, it started kind of late last night, but then this morning it was like more information came in, and I was just like, okay, okay. So, here, when we talk about this, started yesterday. So, we have today this red existing serpent guided by birth. Okay, this is where we are right now. We are in our last few days of this galactic 13 moon calendar cycle. And if you haven't ordered your new calendar yet, I would highly suggest, this is part of Be Light. This is not going to ever change. That I always come in and I like to work with the portal days when we have portal days. And I have my larger almanac one that is on my laptop that I work with to go into further details. But just to let you know, this is always going to be a part of Be So Light Tribe, the galactic calendar, because it puts you in synchronicity and it aligns with you divinely. So I'm doing an entirely different thing on my YouTube channel where I just want to come on certain days to do this work. So Wednesdays are going to be our day of water codes. Okay, Wednesday water codes. It rolls off the tongue. Mercury is the bridger of the divine message connection to the flow of what we can get into with water. Even though water is more recognized on a flowing day like a Monday or a Friday, talking about lunar or Friday for Venus flowing, but it really, really resonated with me to do it on a Wednesday. And I heard the words so clearly. Why don't you do Wednesday water codes? Call it Wednesday water codes. And people will harmonize with that, get into a rhythm sync where they can say, I'm having a weird day. What did Flea post as far as, something, to deal with the galactic day, or what did she put up for water codes? So in this, we're going to go through. So this is where we are today. And now we're going to move into this for tomorrow, the timelessness. And then we'll move into our last day on the 24th, which is Friday. That's going to be a blue rhythm day. But then when you look down here, July 25th is a day out of time. Okay, that's our last day on Saturday. Is a day at a time, and I call that the portal day of anything's possible day. Anything that you're going to cultivate and bring in is possible. So now I'm going to lift this up and we're going to talk about the water codes of this. So the first water code today, if you're dealing with something that you just kind of need to move through, forgiveness and release. Now keep in mind, these are my own cards that I purchased, and I put my own wordings on it and put the codes on it that I felt that's relevant for in this timeline of today, what we're dealing with. So forgiveness and release is going to be that 776655331, and that's going to be divinely activated and flowing for you. Now these codes can be written on water. Circle it, tap 3 times, and drink the water. Okay, so you have from this Wednesday up to the next Wednesday when I put new codes out. This is the Be So Light tribe. We come together and be our light, and as well as moving into intuition, your intuition being sharpened by 35986 being fully activated and aligned for you. So when you're looking at the codes and you hear that snapping sound, that is me sending that vibration, that frequency to you so that you receive it, and then you put it on a glass of water and drink it. You can drink it throughout the day. It's not going to harm you. It's actually going to just be divinely aligned for you. On top of that, the thumbnail, if you look at the thumbnail, there's a code in the thumbnail, which is the divine alignment or the divine code, a divine vibration code, which is 12, 12, 12, 12. Okay, 4 12s. Use that when you just need to get yourself divinely aligned. When you're having like anxiety moments, or you're having those moments that's kind of putting you in a place of not feeling so good, or you're starting to feel triggered, or you're starting to feel like, I don't know if I want to, what's going on with me today. Okay, so you have forgiveness, your Be So Light bridging, and then you have your intuition card. So now let's take a look at a little bit of magic, and we'll step into some of the sacred geometry. Now, this is the empath card that I'm going to put with this. And then the tool that comes up. Now, I'm just randomly pulling. I'm not trying to get anything. So let's just look at today's message. Now, today, we are in that red self-existing serpent, which is guided by birth. So the first card that we're going to step into, when the work is set in motion, the bottles are sealed, the sky has begun to answer. What was prepared no longer waits for your hands. Okay? The wind chimes is going to be the tool. Sound to summon energy. Let the vibration raise your power. Okay? And then our last card, it says, where you choose to stand. The wind may be strong, but it is you who decides where your feet remain. So this is our read activation portal for today that steps into that energy of when the work is set in motion, working with the wind chimes, sound to move things through, and then working with where you choose to stand. So now I'm going to pair these up. I'm doing something entirely different. Now, keep in mind, I've been on, hi lovelies, I've been on YouTube since 2018, and I've done a lot of different teachings. I have lots and lots of videos that you can go through and take a look at and learn some things. Get a good laugh if you want. If your spirits are low, I have some things that'll definitely make you laugh. Our final medicine we're going to look at is boundaries. Okay. And then we're looking at, here we go. So this is how Wednesdays are going to start playing out for us. Medicine Wednesdays. So Water Code Wednesdays. So boundaries. We have that beautiful calcite fairy stone that steps in. We have that number 21. And then we have the strength, a diamond, and the number 71. Okay. So with that being said, let this sacred geometry of what you're working with, as far as the way this is aligned for you. And for that number 21, I'll take a look at it here. And then I'll show you the cards that I'm using for the magic part of it. Let's see, I think. Here we go. Okay, so when we're talking about boundaries, we're looking at calcite fairy stone, boundaries, helpers of the earth, anchors. So you're looking at the calcite, the green calcite, quartz, and optical calcite, working with boundaries. And then having strength, bringing in strength into the body. You know, when you've been tired and worn out and things just feel like it's just becoming too overwhelmed, when we construct a good healing grid for yourself, it works really well in tandem with strength. You got the diamond. Strength, shining influence. Diamond, rose quartz, and quartz put together. That's a good combination. Okay, the diamond and then working with the quartz. Okay, I love that. So this is good medicine. So now I'm going to show you this one. I love this. You can get it off of Amazon. It's called Witches of the Moonlit Forest. And it's listening to what already knows. And it's all about when you are dealing with empath. Empath things are coming through. And I totally just love this deck. And then he put together another one called The Witch's Tools and Magic. So in this is the representation of the tool cards, and this is the representation of the empaths and sensitivity. Really nice cards, really magical and activation. I did a couple of reads for some friends of mine that had their birthdays, and I was able to set up their portal activation readings so that they can have that. So those are your information of the day for Wednesday Water Code Day. So you have your forgiveness, you have your be so light, and then you have your increased intuition. So those are your cards. Those codes represents the frequency of what you can work with. You can use your 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, your divine energy vibration lined with that, and bring it all together. So that is going to be a wonderful way of stepping into some new medicine for this. What I missed my birthday reading. I thought I gave you a birthday reading. Did I send you a birthday reading? Girl, let me check. I'm going to have to find out what portal I was in. Oh, that's right. You were in a Sundance portal. That's right. Well, I guess I'll have to send you over a birthday portal reading. I guess I'll have to do that today. That's right. You were gone to Sundance. I could have sworn I sent you one. All right. Anyway, I'll just send you one. So, everyone, have a wonderful day. Be good to yourself. Thank you for letting me share with you a new part of the platform of the Wednesday water codes. So just know every Wednesday before 12 o'clock or on 12, I will have your new codes ready for you that you will be able to utilize for your day. And I'm really excited about that. Also, just to put like an extra note, um, since everything has happened, my body is healing. It has been a energetic shifting I've had to do. But I listened to Sage Goddess, how she was talking about they're celebrating 15 years of Sage Goddess, and she's been putting up little quick videos so everybody can watch that. But I thought it was really interesting when she was talking about how sometimes when you're dealt with a diagnosis of something and how it influences you to make some changes and to step into something creative. And that's what's happening with me. So much love to all of you Be So Light Tribe members. Be good to yourself and enjoy your water codes for today. Thank you for joining me on Wednesday Water Codes. Have a fantastic day.